Hey, this is Barry and Holly of the WQSP Morning Show. Thank you for listening to our podcast, and we want to say a special thank you to our sponsors.
Looking to turn heads in 2025? At House of Shades Salon and Spa, we've got you covered. From customized hair extensions to personalized facials and flawless waxing, our fully certified staff is ready to craft the look you've always wanted or maintain the one you love. Come experience something one of a kind at our beautiful new location. House of Shades Salon and Spa, 3421 Rainbow Parkway, Rainbow City, Alabama. Or call 256-553-4698 today.
Hey, this is Barry with the Barry and Holly Morning Show on WQSB. You can get behind-the-scenes chat, exclusive giveaways, and more content from us.
Hey, if you love the podcast, join us live every morning from 6 to 9 on the WQSB Facebook page.
Oh, man! It's time to rise and shine and get your morning started with Alabama's award-winning morning show.
My God, what a glorious day!
Looks like we might have a hit.
Broadcasting live from high atop Alabama's beautiful Sand Mountain.
I love the morning show. Thanks, guys.
My mama says we're crazy.
Please welcome your hosts, Barry.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I do. But more importantly, I think they need to believe in themselves.
And Holly.
Yeah, we both have so much in common. We both love soup. We love snow peas.
Folks, we came here to laugh, didn't we?
Good morning at 6:07. It is a Tuesday. It is a freezing Tuesday. You're about to walk outside to the frozen tundra.
It's not a tundra. I wouldn't call it a tundra.
Have to. That's what they always said during when the Green Bay Packers play a game. It's a frozen tundra. What is a tundra?
I don't know. Hey, Siri.
Yeah, is it a vehicle?
What is a tundra?
So what
It's going to say something about land.
I know.
Hold on.
Supposed to.
It's a biome where tree growth is hindered by low temperatures.
See?
Okay. Frigid temperatures and short seasons. So,
See?
yeah, okay.
Like
all right.
See the yard behind me? That's a tundra.
You know what?
There's no trees.
I am wrong. You are right. We are in the middle of a tundra.
And it's frozen.
Mm-hmm. Well, no. It's not frozen.
It's 20 degrees. It's frozen.
But there's nothing frozen out there. Like, you're not going to, you can't ice skate out there.
No, but the ground is frozen. You go out there and try to.
Maybe if you tried to dig.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't you hate to have to dig a hole in this weather?
I would hate to have to work outside in this weather. I admire anybody who works outside in weather like this.
Shout out to you guys.
Whatever I saw people doing construction, working on a building yesterday, I thought, no.
I know.
I admire you because I'm inside. Yes, I'm sitting here working all day, but I am just sitting here.
What about the farmers?
Yeah.
Having to tend to those animals and make sure that they stay warm and healthy and safe.
I used to complain about having to throw a bale of hay out to the cows in cold weather. This is horrible. Don't make me do this, Daddy.
Yeah.
And that's all I had to do. That's not farming. That's throwing a bale of hay out.
So if you had horses, random question.
Okay.
But I'm known to be random, right?
You are.
Random question. If you had horses, would you put a blanket on them or not? Do you know the purpose of the blanket? So if you put the blanket on it, their hair doesn't grow thick. They don't get that thick winter coat. It stays short and shiny.
How do you know?
It's just packed away in my knowledge of horse things.
Where did you learn this?
I really don't know. I was cleaning horse hooves one time for Harlow's birthday. I swear. That's what she wanted to do, was to go see horses. And for her birthday. And they had just put shoes on and I was cleaning. And what reminded me of this was when I watched Taylor Kitsch find the stone embedded in the horse's hoof. In Primeval, American Primeval. Yes, so this is a full circle back around moment.
That's the hottest show out there right now, by the way.
It is so good. I was bored the first 2 episodes. Episode 3 had me like, whoa.
It's intense.
But back to the question.
Okay.
Would you want a thick, fluffy horse? So you wouldn't put the blanket on it.
Fluffy horse.
Yeah, big old fluff.
Yeah.
Or would you want a short, shiny, beautiful, show-ready horse and keep the blanket on it?
I don't know.
Which one?
Shiny.
You'd want the blanket on it?
Sure.
Okay.
That's at the bottom of my list of things to worry about
these are things you have to think about.
I don't have to because I don't have a horse.
But you might one day.
Probably not.
You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know if you will or not.
Know?
Well, I'm just saying. It's a possibility.
Are you going to have a horse?
I would love to have a horse.
Are you going to, though?
I would love to have an Appaloosa.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
my gosh.
Why are we talking about this?
All
I said was it is cold outside, and now you want me to go buy a horse. I'm not buying a horse.
I've looked at horses to buy. The only thing is, all I have is a backyard.
I don't think it'll work in the backyard.
Hey, do you think, honestly, this is me asking my friend,
Okay.
do you think I could have chickens in my backyard?
Probably, yeah. You can.
Like, do I have to build a coop or anything?
Do you
or
have like a neighborhood rules? What do you call
like
those?
the HOA or whatever?
I don't know.
No.
Homeowners Association. Well, then I guess you can put whatever you want to back there.
I've been thinking about getting some chickens. I might.
Every time Doug runs out to poop, he's going to chase them.
He'll kill them.
Yeah. So I don't think they'll last long.
He would. Yeah. He'd kill them.
So I would say no to a horse and no to a chicken for you. Just stick with the dog.
Okay.
Because today is a big day for the dogs. It's Tuesday, January the 14th, and in case you don't know, it's National Dress Your Pet Up Day. That when we have things like this, it shows you there is nothing else going on in the world on this day.
You know what, Barry? I would take those days because this is a lot better than National Russia Gives the Middle Finger to the U.S. Day.
Ooh.
You know?
When is that coming up?
I hope never.
Yeah.
But it's so much better to have this.
Yeah.
Today is National Dress Your Pet Up Day. The market for clothing lines for pets booms and exceeds $30 million per year.
Over animal clothing. That amazes me.
I'm sorry. I cannot afford to dress my animals, and I choose not to. So I'm a non-animal dresser.
I am too. Personally, I don't think they were put on this earth to have clothes. Some people love dressing their animals. That's your
some
animal.
Animals love it.
That's your animal.
Some dogs love to be covered. I think it's like a weighted blanket on you.
Have you ever dressed Doug? You dug the dog up?
Yeah, I dressed him up as a pumpkin one time. He hated it.
See?
He hated it. It's the cutest little pumpkin I've ever seen, but he hated it.
And I've had one experience with dressing Cleo the cat up, and I'll never do it again.
Did you get scratched?
No, I told you, Cleo the cat was like a Persian, this big old fluffy cat.
Was it a rag doll?
No, it wasn't that expensive, but thought it would be cute to put on a little Santa like vest and a little Santa hat, goes under its chin. Took some pictures. You could tell by its expression. And I've told you before, the next day, I got up and walked in there to sit on the couch, and exactly the same spot I sat, it had pooped and peed in the spot I sat on the couch.
That's nasty.
See, the cats they're smart.
I wonder which came first, the poop or the pee.
I don't know, probably the combo. And so from that point on, I thought I will never dress this animal up again. And that's why I don't do that.
We got the message loud and clear, Cleo.
I get you, Cleo.
Here's the top types of clothes people buy for their pets. Number one is a sweater. I have had a couple sweaters.
Sure.
When I was younger and had money to just blow into the wind.
Yeah. Well, let's say if you take your dog out walking a lot in the cold weather, you may need a little something. Probably not. They have the fur. They're okay with cold weather, but you may want to throw them on a little sweater.
Number two, a jacket.
Sure. Yeah. What kind of jacket?
Why?
Would it be a hoodie?
Why would they need a jacket and a sweater? Why are they?
Because they have fur.
It's like the same thing.
Most of them can handle the cold weather. They're okay.
And number three, a hat?
No. I've learned from that. No,
don't put a hat on them.
No.
Well, here's something you need to know. TikTok has denied reports of China considering a sale of the app to Elon Musk to keep it operational in the U.S. during this potential ban.
I wondered about this.
We talked about this yesterday.
Yeah.
The company dismissed the report as pure fiction.
Made me wonder if somebody with enough money would step up and say, I'll just buy it then.
Well, that's what I said yesterday when we were talking about this at lunch. I said, why doesn't Trump just be like, hey, I got you.
Or Jeff
all of America.
Bezos, or Zuckerberg guy, Facebook
or Elon
guy. Elon Musk said, I'll just buy it.
Why? What's the holdup? I want to know genuinely. If you know the answer to that, drop the answer in our live feed on live Facebook. I want to know, why can't one of these multi-billionaires just be like, hey,
well, they could.
I'll buy it.
Because that's the thing.
But can they? Because I don't think China is willing to sell.
No.
So they can if they're like, no.
Well, if the owners will sell it, then TikTok can stay in the U.S. if they just get it out of China's hands.
Yeah,
that's the deal.
I've been up since 1:00 this morning.
Why?
I don't know. But I have been scrolling. I was scrolling through TikTok, and I thought, what am I going to do?
It's going to go away.
And then I saw all of these, and I'm going to cover this later, but I saw all of these posts about Red Note.
Yeah.
REDNOTE.
Which we'll talk about that, but it's owned by, it's a Chinese owned.
They
so
are.
It's the same thing.
They are. And that's the thing, that Americans are like, look, we love these apps. We don't care if they're American made, if they're China based. We don't care. They're like, we don't feel like our security is in harm here. And so they're basically giving the middle finger.
Why can't we start
TikTok.
our own TikTok version here in the U.S.?
Know.
Why? We're having to depend on China to give us one.
I don't know why. Why?
We have Facebook. That came from Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Why can't we do another version of TikTok and just start it here in America? Why don't you start one?
I mean,
Holly Talk.
You could be a multi-billionaire.
Tick Holly.
I don't like either one of those. Probably wouldn't put my name in it.
Hollyway.
Oh.
Is Galloway.
Yeah. I think no. Mm-mm.
Tick away.
Gal Talk might have.
Tick away?
Tick away. See, some of these might have.
Tickella.
No.
Is it Mustella?
No. Oh, God, that's so bad.
Moz Talk.
No. I wish you would stop.
Okay, I'm done.
And then here's something to think about. So yesterday I was scrolling and I saw on Facebook, they've updated the phrase, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Oh, they've updated it? Mm-hmm. What is it now?
What happens in Vegas stays on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and on your medical record.
Oh, it's got a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
So what happens in Vegas stays on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and medical record. I like that. It's a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Short and sweet.
617.
Mornings with Barry and Holly here on Alabama's country giant WQSB.
There's a plan B. We don't know how to feel about it yet, but where is everybody going to go? It's another Chinese-owned app called Red Note.
I've never heard of this. Have you?
REDNOTE. Yeah, I've read of this.
Note.
I've read of this.
Have you looked at it yet? I haven't.
Yep, I have. It's gained rapid popularity in the App Store. I think it's going it's top 5. It's been labeled as a TikTok clone, and users say that is similar to Instagram. So Red Note was founded in 2013 as a shopping platform, but then emerged as a social media app. TikTok is set to be shut down and removed from Apple, Google stores this Sunday.
So here's the deal with the Red Note. It says, again, it's a Chinese-owned company.
We don't care.
If we have problems with TikTok, those who have problems with TikTok will also have problems with Red Note. It's the same thing. It's a company owned by China. So if you've got a problem with TikTok, eventually they'll shut down Red Note too.
Can I play dumb here?
Okay.
Who is so upset about TikTok? Why are they so upset about TikTok?
Let me give you my personal opinion.
Yes.
Which I'll probably be taken out by a sniper later today because I'm talking about the government.
Well, just don't make sure you're aimed at an angle
I'll
where
scoot
they
over
can't
my chair a
reach
little
me.
bit.
Yeah.
I think because those high in power here in the U.S. aren't getting any money off of this TikTok.
But the users are.
I know,
there
but
are people that make a business out of this.
But not the ones in the government. So if they were to say, okay, we're going to give the government this much money, TikTok can stay, they'd say, oh, no problem. We love it. Don't mind it at all.
Are you serious?
That's my personal opinion. I think if they would somehow, because look who's most upset about this. The government.
The government,
They want to shut it down because they're not getting a dime out of this.
So we are still letting kids get murdered with guns in schools.
Yeah.
We still have a fentanyl epidemic going on.
You are correct.
We still have people dying every day because they can't afford the cost of health care. But let's get rid of TikTok.
Yes. See?
Make it make sense, man.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It's for the fact that those who want their hands in it can't get their hands in it, and it bothers them, so they're just going to shut it down.
So the
I don't
government's
care
playing.
that China is getting my information.
No, I don't either.
Care.
I don't care. So they're playing if we can't have it, nobody's gonna have it. That's what they're playing.
You take my ball and go home, and you just keep your TikTok in China.
Well, there should be enough balls for everybody.
I totally agree.
Pass the balls around.
There's not.
You remember
That's
those,
my opinion.
Do you remember in dodgeball those red balls?
I'm not going down your rabbit hole. If you just stay on track here, follow me here. Follow the bouncing red ball.
Okay.
We're not talking about Nerf balls.
I mean, the government already has everything. It's not like you're putting in your social security number.
No.
And yeah, they have my address from TikTok Shop, but I mean, what are they going to do? Come get me?
See, nobody in China is sitting there saying, let's see what Galloway's up to today.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he was on TikTok last night looking at squirrels that pass gas and bird feeders. Oh, my goodness. We need to shut down the country. Oh, we need to steal all of his information because he looks at weird stuff. I don't care. I have no money. I have no money in the bank. I have nothing. So you can look at my personal information. If you call me, I'll tell you my personal information, John. I don't care.
I know. I love TikTok. It has honestly been the biggest source and the quickest source of news for me. Trusted news too, like trusted companies or people that I follow.
I don't look at it for news. I look at it just to laugh and hear some good music and see some good quotes. I just look at it to get my mind off stuff for a while.
I look at it for everything. I love getting the news off of it because it like cuts to the chase.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have all this fluff to stick around for another 3 hours, raise our ratings. It's here's what it is. Here's are the facts. Here's what you need to know.
Yeah. All right.
So anyway, moving on. I could stay on this forever.
Yeah.
1/3 of couples say that their partner acts like a, air quotes, baby when they're sick. During an average winter month, Americans feel 100% healthy for just 16 days. Wow. Meaning that they feel somewhat under the weather for almost half the time. Signs of getting sick include lack of energy. I think that's depression.
Yeah.
Coughing. Hey.
Get rid of it.
Hey.
Sorry.
And mixing up what day it is.
I've never been that sick. I usually know what day it is.
I never know what day it is, but I don't
really
think I'm
care.
sick.
No.
I don't. What is today?
Tuesday.
Okay.
So the average American is sick half the month.
Stays sick half the month, and they act like, quote, babies.
Okay, so what about you? Be honest, since you've known me. Now, a lot of men, I know men like this. They get a cold and they lay on the couch like they're about to die.
Okay. There's a man out there in the world that I love more than any other man in my life or will ever love in my life.
Okay.
And he helped create what I am today.
Okay.
He's the biggest baby ever.
No.
Yes.
What's his name?
My daddy.
Oh, is he?
When he gets sick.
I'm telling him.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
He's a baby?
Yeah, he's a real big baby. Mama will call me and she'll say, well, your daddy's got a cold. I'm having to take care of him.
Now, I've seen men, I've worked with many.
My dad can't handle it.
I've worked with many who, if she even got a runny nose, she would call in sick. I've got probably flu Q. I can't come in today.
That's just annoying.
Yeah.
And lazy.
Now, you had the flu back a little over a month ago. Mm-hmm. You were sick. Are you a whiner? I would say no.
Did I stay out of work?
No, because you came back as soon as you could. But it just happened you got the flu on the weekend.
I got the flu on Friday and came back on Monday.
If you had a fever, you would have stayed out.
I would have stayed home 100%. I'm not going to work and chancing getting everybody sick. But here's the thing. Yeah. We all had it.
So I'll be honest, bragging on you. You're tough. You come into work.
I feel like I am.
You're not a whiner.
Now, when I have just like a regular, I got to restart our audio. Yeah. When I have just like a regular head cold, I will say that I do feel like somewhat of a baby because I'm like, I don't feel good. Yeah. You know, like that. But not a full on take care of me and fan me and feed me grapes.
You're not that person. Yeah. So what about me on the other? You say you always say this: men are the biggest bunch of babies.
100%.
So would you put me in that category? Am I a whiner?
Barry, you had a shoulder cuff surgery and 11 bone spurs sawed off, and you were at work the next day. I don't even think you realized that you were at work the next day.
Thanks to the podcast, I do.
Thanks to the podcast. You were feeling awesome.
Yeah.
No, you didn't even take your pain medicine.
I just don't like taking pain medicine.
So, no, I don't think that you are a baby, no. But I haven't seen you get a cold yet, but you say you hadn't gotten a cold in years.
No, I haven't.
So I can't judge.
Yeah. Do you really think a cold's going to make me whine?
It does me.
It doesn't me. I don't. But I had a heart surgery. It was back 2 weeks later.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm lucky that my pain tolerance is, I don't know. I've been lucky.
I will say your pain tolerance is high. You never had kids, though.
No.
And you've never had a tattoo on your kneecap.
Well, that's true, but I've been hitting growing playing sports. That's about right up there with having a baby.
Yeah. No, sir. No.
I'm kidding.
No. Go to break.
I'm kidding.
It's time. I need to have a talk with you.
All right, 6:38.
Barry and Holly on Alabama's Country Giant, WQSB.
Here's a crazy but true, and I know you don't really take Doug out to walk. You just like Doug, and he goes out in the yard and takes care of business.
Yeah, I got a fenced-in yard. I just open up the door and go, yeah.
Yeah. But if you were to take him out to walk, you'd be polite and you'd pick up his droppings if he had them. Oh, you wouldn't. You just leave them.
Don't put me on the spot. Yes,
well, I would
of
hope
course.
You would. We'll see.
Of course I would.
Wink, wink. Yeah.
Of course.
But anyway, there's something new for you. Dirt Devil has now come up with a Dirt Devil dog walker gadget. It's called the Dirt Devil Dog Walker Dog Poop Scooper. That's a long name.
That's a name.
It just rolls off the tongue.
Say it one more time.
The Dirt Devil Dog Walker Dog Poop Scooper.
I'd like to order one of those, please.
Rolls off your tongue, doesn't it?
Yep.
It's $80. You get these from Chewy. What it is, look at the gadget. It's on our Facebook page. You can see what it does. It looks like a long dog walker, or excuse me, a dog pooper scooper with a cup on the end of it. You put this over there and it basically sucks up the dog poop into this cup. The cup can then be dropped into the garbage, and they say it's a biodegradable collection cup with a quick release button, easily to dispose of the cup into the garbage can. That way you don't have to bend over. You don't pick up anything with your hands. It's got like a what would you say? It's about 3 feet long. You can just put it on the ground.
Yeah.
Look on our Facebook.
It just Dirt Devil
poop
scoops it up.
Yeah, I mean it's $80. Would you buy one of these if you walked your dog on a regular basis?
If I walked my dog on a regular basis in a public area, yes, I actually would. I cannot touch. I can't touch.
What?
Poo.
Hot, fresh dog. Well, who wants to? It's not like I can't wait to get home and scoop up some poop with my hand. Who wants to? Nobody wants to.
Do you know? Can I, squirrel?
Yeah.
Do you want to know how polite my dog is?
How polite is your dog?
He only poops on the tree line on the fence.
That's smart.
Is that not so sweet of him?
He must have seen you do it.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. But anyway, it does. It's a little Dirt Devil. It looks like a little vacuum cleaner. It goes into a little canister.
Yes.
I would 100% use this instead of having to pick it up with my hands. Yes.
Yeah.
Because there's no contact.
It's got a vacuum. It just sucks up the dog poop. What if it's a runny one?
Yeah, well, it's going to pick it up, but it's going to also spray it on the inside. So if you want to check it out, it's on our Facebook page, but it's also at Chewy.com. So that, a lot of people use Chewy.
They do.
This is a real legit thing.
Here's the thought.
Okay.
Is it made to where you can reverse it instead of it like the vacuum?
Blow it out.
Blow it out like you scoop up one and find somebody you don't like and just walk over there and hit them with the poop from the scoop.
That's genius, yeah. Just hit reverse.
Yeah. It's like some of those vacuums you got where it goes from vacuum cleaner to like an air blower.
Air duster, yeah.
That's a thought.
Let's
invent that.
Yeah, let's do that.
That's 6:49.
WQSB Mornings with Barry and Holly.
Looking to turn heads in 2025? At House of Shades Salon and Spa, we've got you covered. From customized hair extensions to personalized facials and flawless waxing, our fully certified staff is ready to craft the look you've always wanted or maintain the one you love. Come experience something one of a kind at our beautiful new location. House of Shades Salon and Spa, 3421 Rainbow Parkway, Rainbow City, Alabama. Or call 256-553-4698 today.
We'll have another puzzle coming up in a few minutes. And Holly, world famous jokes are coming up in about 10 minutes. And we're going to play Are You Kidding Me? We're going to be talking to our kid of the day coming up in about 10 minutes. But first, pile of stories. And I'm excited. You're going to get to what's going on in the Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge area. But first, Patrick Mahomes. I love his new baby's name.
I know. So Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes and his wife Brittany welcome their third child. It's a daughter named Golden Ray.
I love that.
I love that.
That is a beautiful. I've never heard that before.
You know what my middle name is?
No.
Ray.
Ray. Mm-hmm. But Golden Ray, that's just a beautiful
Ray.
name.
I know.
like that.
I love that.
Yeah.
And two of America's largest department stores, Kohl's and Macy's, announced plans in the past week to close locations across the country.
I love Kohl's.
I know. The only store that we're going to be impacted is in Spanish Fort.
So nowhere near us.
Fort. No, nowhere near us.
Good.
But it's amazing to see these big department stores start to decline
That's sad.
decline. You think it's because of online business?
I think it is.
Yeah,
I really do.
Too, yeah. And here's some of the new attractions you can expect when you visit the Smokies.
Have you never been?
No.
You need to go.
I've never been.
You need to go.
I have literally driven through and said, please, can we stop at the Titanic Museum?
Yeah.
And they said no.
Because now they've got a lot of new stuff they're adding for this year.
Yeah. I'm going to read this like I would an infomercial. Okay. Do you wish you could explore the Garden of Eden, ride on Noah's Ark, roam the Tower of Babel, or witness the birth of Jesus?
Yes.
A new Pigeon Forge attraction coming in 2025 will let you journey through these biblical tales virtually.
This is from the makers of like the Noah's
really
Ark
cool.
attraction. You did good, by the way.
Thank you. That's really cool. It's called the Truth Traveler.
Yeah.
They're going to put on VR headsets and they're going to sit on benches that move, and it just adds another realm of experience.
So it takes you through this stuff. That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I need to go see this.
Yeah.
It's going to be in the Smokies, opening up in just a few weeks.
Like you can walk through the Garden of Eden.
Wow.
Whoa.
This is a great idea.
Don't go over to that tree.
No, stay away from the snake.
And then here's something else that's coming. Scooby-Doo Mystery Putt.
Yeah.
36-hole mini golf adventure with Scooby-Doo courses, Coolsville Mine, and Coolsville Cemetery.
Ooh, it'd be fun to play at night. Go play some putt-putt
I bet
there.
they're going to have black lights.
I bet you're right.
The gang's rolling into Pigeon Forge in the spring. And then the spring 2025, the longest continuous zip line in the United States will be in Pigeon Forge.
Tell them how long this thing is.
5,771 feet across the Smokies. That's over a mile long.
A mile-long zip line. That is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
get
don't know.
halfway out and my zip line would break or something or stop, and I'd be stuck.
Don't say that. Somebody's out there going to do this.
It's going to happen.
Don't put those thoughts in their head.
All right, 6:58. Birthdays are next.
Mornings with Barry and Holly here on Alabama's country giant WQSB.
Get in my belly! Come on!
A lot of foods. How about some cookies? Pillsbury has, if you like Minecraft, the game, Minecraft, they now have Minecraft ready-to-bake cookies.
Sugar cookies.
Yep, and when you put them in the oven and bake them, it comes out with, I guess, the Minecraft logo.
The little
green
blockhead.
with the little blockhead, the black logo in the middle of it. That's what they come out. So if you have kids who love Minecraft, you can now get 20 pre-cut Minecraft cookies that you throw in the oven, and you have some cookies.
And they're safe to eat raw.
Yes, and then Hardee's has some new stuff coming out. They love maple and bacon, and they're combining them. They have the new maple bacon super biscuit, the maple bacon Frisco burger, and the maple bacon snack pack. Now, the maple bacon super biscuits is hard to say.
Yeah, that is.
It's a cherry wood smoked bacon with caramelized maple, sugar, and spices, topped with melty American cheese and a fried egg on a biscuit. So there's your biscuit. They also have a sausage maple biscuit that features sausage on a warm, fluffy maple flavored biscuit. They even have a maple flavored biscuit with icing on it.
Ooh,
so
yum.
all this will be in Hardee's over the next few days.
Okay, that
so what
sounds
else?
awesome.
How about Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A heart-shaped trays are back. You can show someone that you love them by giving them a heart-shaped Chick-fil-A trays. The 4 trays are back, and they come with your choice of 30 chicken nuggets, 12 brownie halves, 10 chicken minis, or 6 chocolate chunk cookies.
I'll take one of those each, please.
I know. They're available at some locations starting now, but will be definitely around the last week of January.
We need a nugget tray. Chick-fil-A is one of my favorite places to go.
I want those mini muffins.
Man, those are so good.
I mean, what chicken minis? Chicken minis.
Chicken minis. I love those.
That's calling my name.
All right, 7:27.
WQSB Mornings with Barry and Holly.
That's something. We were so busy at the 7:10 break, we forgot to do the quote of the day.
Oh.
Someone called and said, hey, I need your quote because it's inspiring. It helps me get through the day. So could you please give it to us? Yes, we can. We'll give you the quote of the day. And I like this one. It deals with something to think about, like maybe with a snake.
Yeah.
But it's deeper than that.
And there's a lot of snakes out there. Yeah. Imagine being bitten by a snake, and instead of focusing on healing yourself from the poison, you chase the snake to try and understand why it bit you and prove that you didn't deserve it, which is not reasonable.
That's a deep thought. It's so true.
Yeah, it is.
Because sometimes you don't try to focus on what it's going to take to make you better and move forward. You're so worried about why it happened, what caused this. You're worried about that kind of stuff instead of trying to move forward and make things better.
Yeah. You just got to focus on yourself, focus on healing, try to get that poison out of your life. You do have the option to get that poison out of your life.
Yes.
As long as you make an effort and move forward.
That's very good. Good stuff, yeah.
Come on, man.
In the morning's Come On Man story, it makes me think of,
Come on, man.
well, the Bible.
Okay.
A man swallowed by a hippo.
Okay.
Jonah and the whale.
Jonah and the whale.
It happened, a true story in Zimbabwe. According to this tale of survival, the man was swallowed and then spat out by the hippopotamus during a canoeing expedition. The story says the man encountered the hippo. They've always heard how dangerous they are, but you don't really think about them being that dangerous, but they are one of the most dangerous animals around.
Yeah, they are.
The man encountered the hippo. The hippo lunged from the water, clamped its jaws around him, and swallowed him whole because their mouths can expand. They're huge. Okay, here's what happened next. For whatever reason, I guess it's gag reflex, the hippo unexpectedly gagged and then threw the man up.
Oh my gosh, it is like Jonah and the whale.
Yes. The man escaped the attack with severe injuries, but is going to be okay. Could have been killed, but the hippo spat him up.
Oh my, did you say spat?
Spat, spit, threw him up. How about just threw him up?
Yeah, that'd be fine too.
My question is, how bad did that man taste for the hippo to say, I've eaten some bad stuff in my life, but this is the worst?
What did we say earlier that made me gag? What were we talking about? Do you remember?
Dog poop.
Oh, yeah. Maybe it tasted like that.
I'm glad to be alive, but I would have to spend the rest of my life thinking, man, how bad do I taste?
Well, that's why you don't chase the snake berry.
Yeah.
You deal with the poison.
The fact that you're alive, be happy you're alive, and move forward.
Yeah, move forward. Don't worry about the ifs, ands, or what.
Think of the stories you can tell.
Yeah, you got a whole story to tell about it. Getting swallowed by a hippo.
And you lived to tell about it. You were down in its throat, its goozle.
Gullet.
It's gullet. The old hippo gullet, the old goozle. And then the hippo spits you back out.
Yeah. Ew.
Yeah. Imagine the friends on there is like, well, where's Bob? He's in, this hippo just swallowed him. Oh, there he is. There he is. Bob, you okay?
Hey, he's back.
We thought you were a goner.
Oh, man. We were planning that funeral.
You stink.
Imagine the hippo friends. Like, man, could you really not hold your own?
I couldn't hold it down.
Could you not hold your, like, going out with friends? You can't hold your liquor?
No.
You can't hold your bobs?
Well, was it a hair? Somebody got a hair cut on my throat. My gag
What if he was inside tickling him?
Yeah.
like when he was sliding down, like tickle, 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 tickle.
I really thought he was tickling him.
He might have been.
You
don't know.
He was waiting to come out the other end.
Yeah.
He thought he was going to be two, but he went back up and came out of one.
Good.
Yeah, it's 7:41.
Mornings with Barry and Holly here on Alabama's country giant WQSB. Serious.
Yeah, he's taking off his tennis shoes and his
sneakers,
athletic supporter, and he's ready to go.
Oh.
Yeah, Will's back in the room. Good morning, Will.
Good morning. How are y'all doing?
Doing good.
I feel like we live up here.
We do.
We do.
Will made his debut last night.
He did really good, too.
He really did.
Tell everybody what he did.
Marshall County basketball tournament. We carry the varsity games on Power 107.5. Last night, Will joined me, special guest color commentator for the first two games of the evening. And I tell you, the first game we had was Albertville Gunnersville girls. It's one of the best girls games I've seen in a while. And Will had a chance to sit there. Second game, a blowout, tough game to do. So he got one of each, a great game and then a blowout. I thought you did a great job.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm, my worst critic. I think there's a lot more that I could do. I could probably be a lot better. But going back to the first game of the tournament, I don't think we could have asked for a better game.
Now, you had a chance to listen to some of it, Holly.
Yeah, I did.
Be very honest here. Give them your honest opinion, your critique here. What do you think?
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Knocked it out of the park. It's so good.
Well, thank you.
I really was impressed. I thought, he would come in there and have a few things to say because he's knowledgeable.
Sure.
But I was really surprised. He really painted the picture.
He did.
He did a good job.
Yeah.
But I think it's because he's passionate about it. I think it's something that he likes. You like listening to sports?
Yeah. And it was an honor to get to call with Barry. You know, that's getting to listen to him actually over the years. You know, you're like, hey, I'm actually getting to sit next to the guy. This is really cool.
He got to see me screw up in person.
Yeah.
I've always wondered what he does when he screws up.
Yeah.
I just keep going.
You just keep going. That's
say whatever.
what we do.
Now, that's why Mike Harden, we've had long talks because he's about the only person with living proof of how bad I do sometimes because he's got it recorded on some of the games and I can't deny it.
Yeah.
He says he's got more dirt on me than anybody in this area because of some of the flubs and screw-ups I've had over the games.
I believe that.
So he blackmails me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he borrowed my card last night to go get some free food from concession stand. Hey, shout out to Douglas. Thank you. They treated us. They came over and gave us the free concession stand cards, which Dave Soha thinks this is like gold.
Yeah.
Because you get to go get anything free.
It is gold, you know. And I went to go get us drinks, and the people at the concession stand took it, which I know they didn't know.
They kept it.
Yeah, they kept it. They're like, they're like, I'm going to take this and use this for myself.
Yes.
But no, Mr. Sauls wound up getting it and bringing it back. So, and I can't thank
nice
Douglas enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, Douglas girls are playing tonight. I hate that Coach Cliff Mitchell won't get to be there, but we're thinking about you, praying for you, Coach. Speedy recovery, and want to see you back on the sideline as soon as possible.
Yeah, you know, he's probably pacing or piddling around just to keep his mind occupied because he's probably making laps around the house or just trying to keep his mind occupied.
Love Cliff. Hope he gets better soon. All right, Will's in here. He's going to do some color commentary now on the Knowledge Nuggets, so get ready. He's going to throw in some stuff here for you.
I'm burning up.
So
really?
Yes.
Holly's sitting here. She's fanning. She's getting hot.
Like a panic attack hot. For real.
Well, it's because
I might drop out.
You mean to open the window here while you're talking?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Real.
Go ahead.
All right, okay, go ahead. 38% of Americans realize that they are out of shape after bringing in the groceries.
I'd say so, yeah, because I'm the one, I like doing the one trip.
You got to do the one trip.
Yeah.
What about you, Barry? Do you have to get it all in one trip?
I'm sorry I was opening the window for your majesty here.
I'm sorry. This is for real, like, panic attack feeling.
You okay?
I'm okay.
It's because you're in the midst of two greats
Of greatness, I know. I know. That's
18.
feeling better.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm with you on the grocery. I try to mentally to figure out how can I get all these bags in one trip.
I line them up my arm. That's my secret. I line them all. I do the heaviest at my elbow, like the milk goes at the elbow, and then just line it all the way up my arm, and then the lightest goes at my wrist, and then
key is the pinky finger.
Oh yeah.
Pinky finger.
Yeah.
You got to work. I worked out on it for years. Exercises. That's one of the strongest fingers I have.
Pinky
Actually,
finger as a hook.
It looks weak, but it's not. It can tear you apart.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I feel like the Hulk whenever I get all of them and go, and they would
It's
get
like,
the door.
yeah.
You're just like,
I am powerful.
Yeah.
I got all 7 bags in one trip.
Yeah, I know. That cost you $200 in 7 bags. Yeah. 21% of people have taken toilet paper from a restaurant.
No.
I have.
From the restaurant?
Yeah. It was my restaurant.
But still.
It's different, though.
Sorry.
You don't know who's been in there handling that before you and what they were going through.
You don't think about things like that when
I
you're
do.
poor and can't afford toilet paper. And all you have is girls.
Well, I do.
Sometimes
think
you got to
about that.
survive, man. We're out here on the streets surviving.
Well, I do think about that. I've never once stolen toilet paper from a restaurant bathroom.
Yeah, that's.
I have.
That's sad.
I mean, I have.
Next time she comes into your restaurant, be prepared.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
Might take it, shove it up, shirt, and go.
I got a runny nose. I got to have it.
Gotta have all
Help
of
me,
it.
I'm poor.
Do it one more
Yeah.
time.
Help me, I'm poor.
65% of people say that they have lost sleep after receiving a text message in the middle of the night. Yes.
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 I have it turned up so I can, in case of emergency, but I may get I'm on a group chat with some people. John, Keith, and Chris.
I've told you how to mute those.
I know. In the middle of the night, I hear it go off. I have to look at it at midnight, and it's
you
like,
do.
hey, guys, I just watched an old replay of Alabama and Auburn from '93. Great game. Check it out sometime.
Yeah.
What, at midnight?
The worst one is the one that says, hey, I've got something really important to talk to you about tomorrow.
Yes. That's
Don't
horrible.
do that. Don't do that to me.
I need to meet with you in the morning.
Yeah.
Yes.
I cannot stand that.
I've got some news for you tomorrow. No, tell me.
No.
Don't tell me anything. Just wait till tomorrow. Don't ruin my
Don't
sleep.
ding my phone at midnight.
I know. Oh,
Yes.
man.
Or you could be like John Gladden. Hey, I'm watching a replay from a game back in 2010. What did you think? How'd I call that game?
Yeah, I couldn't sleep. I thought I'd send out well, I can sleep if you'd stop texting me, man.
Yep. That's it.
Then my night's ruined. All right. Thanks, Will. 7:56.
Barry and Holly on Alabama's Country Giant, WQSB.
In the video, we've had a lot of stories about bears over the past 12 months, and here's another one in California. There's a family who had took a video. A bear came to their pool. The bear apparently came during the summer in July. They think it may be the same bear came back a few days ago and took another swim in the pool here in January.
Oh, my gosh. How cute.
But the thing is, they're curious. Do bears not hibernate in the winter?
Oh,
being in California, maybe certain areas don't get cold enough for them to know when to hibernate. I don't know.
Maybe instead of polar bear, there's solar bear.
Solar bear, that's good.
Solar bears.
That's very good.
Thank you.
So do you have any other bears? Oh, by the way, if you want to see the video of the bear swimming in the pool, check out our Facebook page.
What kind of car does a bear drive?
I have no idea.
A Ferrari.
That's really bad.
What do bears use to keep their fur soft?
To keep their fur soft? Mm-hmm. I have no idea.
Bear conditioner.
Bear conditioner.
Yeah.
That's really bad. Do you have one last one? Is
I
that
got
it?
one.
All right,
How do bears stop a movie?
How do bears stop a movie? I don't know.
They hit the pause button. PAWS.
PAWS. Those are good. All right, it's 8:44.
Barry and Holly on Alabama's Country Giant, WQSB.
Looking to turn heads in 2025? At House of Shades Salon and Spa, we've got you covered. From customized hair extensions to personalized facials and flawless waxing, our fully certified staff is ready to craft the look you've always wanted or maintain the one you love. Come experience something one of a kind at our beautiful new location. House of Shades Salon and Spa, 3421 Rainbow Parkway, Rainbow City, Alabama. Or call 256-553-4698 today.